So one of the most recent examples of fear psychosis in the public have been hundreds of threat calls to schools.
Yes.
Okay? Hundreds of threat calls to schools. This
Apparently a student who did it.
Not just a student, but associated with an NGO, which happens to be associated with one of the Apda leaders' families, which has in the past championed the cause of terrorists like Afzal Guru and tried to save them from the long arm of the law. Now, you have this kind of
Not
being
necessary, no. I mean, somehow that doesn't pass the smell test. Parents can be doing NGO work. It's not necessary that the kid is being used. I mean, parents use a child?
Look, maybe parents don't use or don't use a child, but the fact is it is traced to a family which is connected to an NGO which has in the past, this whole idea of urban Naxals creating chaos. Children are tools. You've seen them using children in their campaigns. Children can be tools. So that by itself doesn't exonerate them from the facts that the calls are traced to such locations and to such organizations.
Okay.
So I'm telling you that
the whole thing about Delhi police being in the hands of the central government not exactly solving crime, because if they solve it, then the credit might go to the Aam Aadmi Party. How does that go?
No. Again, it's that same old drama. Listen.
Something that Mr. Kejriwal accused Sheila Dikshit of at one point. I need to make that clear too.
I'm glad you pointed that out, because I was going to point that out, that, the Abda people, it has come full circle. And life comes full circle and they are having to face the same issues. Look, let me again point out. Delhi is a special case where the central and the state authorities need to work hand in tandem. Now, police is a central subject, but your district magistrates, your other civil officials, they have to work hand in hand. The police can't just act entirely on their own. For many things, they need approvals, they need clearances from district and state authorities. And if that is not going in coordination, it's very hard to work on it together. Let me say it this way. If you don't solve the root problem, the root cause, if your MLAs are the extortionist, which police will, how will it work? If your deputy chief minister is the head of the liquor cartel, organizing thousands of crores of siphoning off of money, if your CM himself has been so implicated,
the Deputy Chief Minister has just given an interview yesterday, which has come out in the newspapers today, that the entire liquor scam is actually a figment of BJP's imagination and machination, that there is nothing like that, and that it is all farce.
Listen, so so the CAG report saying 2,000 crore scam is also a farce. So the fact that the High Court and the Supreme Court saw it fit that he should spend 2 years in jail without getting bail, so that all the witness reports, witness testimonies could be taken. That's also all a setup. I mean, look, who do they think? They think they're fooling people? Their whole idea is they can fool people. They can buy the votes. It ain't working anymore.
Do subscribe to the ANI Clips channel to get shorter versions of this podcast. Click here to watch the full episode.